All right, I haven't made a video like this in a long time, but this situation is just so crazy that I have to make a video about this because it isn't just important from a content creation standpoint. It isn't just important from a mod creation standpoint. This is important just from a games industry standpoint in general. And I've got a lot of strong opinions on this that I can't wait to unpack. Now, if you've been following my channel even remotely recently, you'll know that I've been on a big Garry's Mod kick, covering zombie mods, tactical realism mods, all sorts of different things. Now, Garry's Mod has a lot of mods, and obviously you can combine all sorts of different mods to create completely different experiences. So, a lot of my audience members have been asking, what kinds of mods do you use? And because they requested this of me, I created something called a Steam Workshop collection. If you don't know what a Steam Workshop collection is, it's basically just a page where all of the mods that you are using are linked, and you can press a single button and subscribe to all of them immediately. Very convenient, and it links to all of the original mods. It doesn't rehost or repack any mods at all. All right, now pay attention because this is where we start getting into the crazy drama. After creating this mod collection and making videos on all of the mods in my mod collection, I started getting a tsunami of angry YouTube comments and angry Discord users in our server. And when that didn't work, I guess also people emailing our official business email, very angry because of one thing. One of the mods in my mod collection, ironically, my favorite mod in the mod collection, called the Modern Warfare Weapons mod, which is a mod that utilizes weapons and animations that were ripped out of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare game. And, well, I mean, that's basically it. It's basically just a mod that has the Modern Warfare guns that were ripped out of Call of Duty. The creators of this mod, and also a whole bunch of their community members, were all very angry because of two things. First off, they were angry that my mod collection was getting more traffic from my videos and from my website than their mod page was getting from my videos and from my website. Even though their mod is just one of the mods I'm using. There's a whole bunch of different mods that I have in my videos. And on top of that, the collection does link straight to their original mod page. But whatever, I guess that's not enough. Because furthermore, they claimed that me creating a mod collection page was the equivalent of me ripping the files and rehosting the mod somewhere else, and saying that because they had put so much work into ripping the Call of Duty weapons into Garry's Mod, that I shouldn't be allowed to make revenue from my website, or, I mean, I guess even my videos, and the collection page doesn't make any revenue at all, but essentially saying that because they had put so much work into this mod that I shouldn't be allowed to profit from it by covering it or talking about it. And this is just a perfect scenario for me to use as an example of what not to do as a modding team, because I've seen this mentality from many other modding teams, and it's kind of becoming more and more prevalent. And I want to take this opportunity to just shut this down so hard and explain why this is not okay. I've actually had this battle before, back when game development studios kind of had the same thing, where they were like, oh wait, we can actually have complete control over who talks about our game and how they talk about it. No, you can't. You can't. Now, the irony is that was already the case with standalone games made by entirely sovereign game development studios. And I can assure you that that principle is only increased when you have a mod that subsists almost entirely from content ripped from another game. That doesn't give you more control over how people cover your mod. In fact, and I'm going out on a limb here, but I'm going to actually say that means you have significantly less control. Like significantly less. Because here's the thing. One of the things that they're angry about is saying that I shouldn't be allowed to profit from coverage of their Modern Warfare port of Modern Warfare weapons into Garry's Mod. Well, here's the thing. I'm not sure if you're aware, but I actually am allowed to make revenue from Call of Duty Modern Warfare, of which the assets in your mod originate from. So if I actually am allowed to profit off of the game where your source material is derived, do you think that that means I am less or more able to profit off of covering your mod, which uses the assets you stole from another game? And the problem is, I've been seeing this attitude from modding teams more and more. But don't get me wrong, I love mods which use other people's intellectual property. I love Star Wars mods, I love Halo mods. Even from time to time, I will absolutely love a mod that utilizes ripped assets. Is it a legal gray area with mods that uses ripped assets from other games? Yeah, I mean, it absolutely is. And if you get sued or DMCA'd, hey man, look, that's entirely on you. But I still love fun mods, and if you make a fun mod, that's all that matters to me, and I'm going to talk about it no matter what. And also, furthermore, there's some people who've been saying that I've been threatening to, like, DMCA this Modern Warfare. Absolutely not. Not doing that at all. I don't know why anybody thinks I would do that. But here is the big takeaway, that if you're watching this video, I want you to get from watching this. Everyone should be able to create content talking about other games and other mods however they want. If they want to make a blog post about it, they should be able to. If they want to make a video about it, they should be able to. If they want to make a collection page, they should be able to. There should be no obligation for them to cover or link or promote your creation in any way that you want. If they do it in the way that you want, awesome, that's a nice surprise. But if there is a creator that creates a video and they say something you don't like, or they don't link the right thing, or they link a different mod instead of yours, and you think that your mod should have more credit or get more attention, dude, tough shit. And you have to keep in mind, like, if that's how I already feel about completely standalone, made from scratch games, that's how I already feel about that. I mean, if you make a game completely from scratch, I should already be allowed to talk about it however I want, link to it however I want, make a podcast about it, make a blog post about it, make a video. I mean, it doesn't matter. As long as I'm not breaking intellectual property law, I should be allowed to do whatever I want. I firmly believe that. I think people who know me, I aggressively advocate for that throughout my entire career. But if that's how I already feel about standalone games made from scratch, how do you think I feel about mods, or talking about mods, or covering mods that utilize content ripped from other games? If you think that changes my stance on how I cover it or how I should be allowed to cover it at all, you're insane. So that's what I wanted to get off my chest. I've been seeing this more and more, where modding creators, in some weird, warped way, think that because they are actually ripping assets from other games or breaking intellectual property law, that somehow gives them more of a right to control how people are covering their content, whether it's a video or a podcast or a blog, or, oh, hey, we really want videos, but we don't really want blogs, or, hey, if you make a video, can you make sure you link this instead of that? Dude, no. So I don't know if this video is going to get a bunch of dislikes, or if this is going to make people want to harass me more. I don't really care. This is more of a public service announcement than anything. You do not control how creators cover your project. You do not. If they're breaking intellectual property law and they're rehosting files, or they're doing something that's actually egregious, DMCA them. That's absolutely fine. I mean, I work with people like Big Fry all the time, and I see all of the things that he goes through, and we have lawyers actually counsel us on this topic specifically. So I've seen it all. I have seen it all, and I'm here to tell you that unless there is an actual breach of intellectual property law, you have no control. And you should have no control. That's how it should be. If you are upset because somebody is making money from a blog about your project, then make your own blog. If you're upset because somebody made a collection that included your mod, then make your own collection. If you're upset because somebody's making a video and they're making YouTube money from the video, then make your own video. There's actually nothing stopping you from doing that. But don't attack other people because you have some sense of entitlement that you can tell them how to cover your creation. Game developers have already figured that out, but for some reason, mod developers that are actually breaking IP are still learning this lesson. I don't understand why. So I'm just going to break it down real simple. Never tell me how to make my videos. Never tell me what to link. Never tell me what to do, period. If you want to make a polite suggestion, that's it. If you make a polite suggestion and then I say no and you attack me for it, you're on my shit list. That's it. Even in situations where I do a sponsored video and I give up that control, that's my decision. That is my decision. And the only remaining thing that I think I could have to say about this is there's a lot of incredibly talented people, working on a lot of the mods and games that I cover. Some of them are working for other teams. Some of them actually contract for me. And all I can say is if you are someone that is working on a mod that is knowingly breaking intellectual property law, that risk is 100% on you. There is no content creator or anyone else who is responsible for that risk other than you. I make this clear to everyone who even downloads the Operation Harsh Doorstop SDK. If you're going to make a mod that breaks IP law and it's built on our SDK, that is you. I cannot stop you from doing that. I'm happy to play your mod. I'm happy to talk about it, but that is 100% on you. So that is another twisted fantasy of trying to blame content creators for getting a project too much attention so it gets DMCA'd. Although in this instance, it's not getting a project enough attention. So which is it? Should we not give attention to mods that break IP law or only give them attention or what? It's ridiculous. It's contradictory. It's ridiculous. And if you affiliate with teams that do this and you get burned, that is on you. That has nothing to do with me, no matter what you say. So that's it. That's all I have to say on this matter. I think it's important. I think this is a lesson that needs to be learned. And I'm sure there's still going to be a lot of hate and a lot of people, I don't know, disliking this video or harassing me on my Discord server or messaging our business email saying mean things. I don't really know. I don't really care. But I want you to know that I stand behind this and I stand behind what I believe in. And honestly, if you start getting messages from either this team or other people that want to demonize me talking about this, showing screen caps of things that I've said, I want you to know all those things that you're reading that they're sending you, I stand behind and I can back up every single one. And I think at that point, the question you need to be asking is if somebody sends you that and you get that message from someone, that is one of those people I am talking about right here, and you need to ask yourself, is that the kind of person I want to associate with? Maybe it is. I don't really care. That's your decision. But I want you to know that there's a line on the sand, and I am standing very firmly on this line. Don't tell me what to say. Don't tell me what to do. That's it. Everyone is allowed to do what they want. It's a free country, and it should be. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.